I killed my best friend for you people.
You did this to us. It was you, not me.
It was you, Shane. Shane looking, I'm gonna bat my lip and pull the trigger, Rick. But Rick whipped out his knife before Shane could do anything. And look at that, right in there, deep into the heart, into the heartstrings. Good night to Shane.
Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment.
That is the name, Fog ENT. We love it. And we're discussing today, was Rick correct to stab Shane? Woo! Was he right? Let's discuss it. Let's break it down. Shane was handing over his weapon, but was he a loose cannon? Might have been no bullets in the chamber, but was he going to reload it and pull the trigger and shoot Rick?
Maybe. We'll never know, though, because Rick didn't give him a chance.
Not Rick the prick. No, he didn't give Shane a chance. And you know what? I think Rick did the right thing for his family and for the sake of the group. I feel like at this point...
Why? Because his family would have been fucking in danger with Shane alive, like...
No, I think at this point Shane had gone a wee bit berserko. Headbutting trees. Well, no, well, I think...
That was part of the master plan, though.
No, I'm
it wasn't like he just randomly decided to start headbutting trees, like,
no,
I mean...
No, well, all right, let me correct myself, right? It's not that Shane was completely unhinged, right, and wasn't, like, controllable or, like, you know, he was, like, inhumane. I just feel like one of them had to go, and therefore, for Rick's sake,
would have been hard,
he had to kill Shane, rather than, like... If Rick died, Shane couldn't have coped with the group.
Like
Shane would have run about fucking naked going, let me tell you something.
I mean, I'm not quite sure how Rick and Shane go back to the group. Let's go put the knife down. We go back to Laurie, back to Coral. I just don't really see how that happens, like, after this.
No, it's like when Rick tells the governor here, it's alright, we can live together. No, he said that.
Liar.
Shane actually gives him the gun.
I know.
Shane puts down the gun.
Shane would have been better off whipping out a fucking samurai sword and taking off Herschel's head.
I know.
He might have lived.
He might have lived.
For an extra couple of minutes.
Rick would be like, yes. Then I would have got battered by him, by like the governor. But, like I said, I think they could never have coped living together or coping together in the group. And I feel like Rick had to do it, and it was a mercy kill, wasn't it? He didn't want to do it, but it's like Otis. Rick knew this had to be done, and he'd rather himself live than Shane live, I guess.
Aye, well, of course, yeah.
Is that a no-brainer?
Well, probably. I mean, aren't most people like that?
Would you say it's a dictatorship, or?
I killed my best friend for you people. Aye.
I know, you've got fucking dishwasher Carol, man. Oh, I don't trust him, Daryl. We need to leave.
I mean, did Rick really kill Shane for these people, or did he kind of do it in his end for himself
and his family? I mean, you can buy the family talk, but what did he really do it for Jimmy? Beth.
And then we later on we see Laurie's reaction, and like she's upset that he killed Shane. It's like I don't know if Shane gave much of a choice though.
Exactly, it's all pinned on Rick. But see if Shane killed Rick though. How the tables would have turned.
But, yeah, I mean, but at the same time, I mean, Rick then basically later explains how he knew what Shane was up to and that he couldn't go on living like this anymore and he had to play along with it. Because, like, you know, one of them had to go. And then, even during the confrontation with Rick and Shane, Rick's basically telling Shane, I know you can't live with this. And, like, Rick kind of knows that Shane's just not going to shoot him. Now, I know a bullet does go off, but honestly, I mean, that's probably reactionary.
Yeah.
I don't think...
stabbed in instant
yeah, because if you've got your hand on the gun, you know, the likelihood is you're maybe going to pull the trigger as soon as, like, something attacks you or hits you or impales into you. So, I mean, yeah, I don't really buy it. People saying that Rick had no choice. It's like, I think he did have a choice. I think Rick knew he had a choice, but he felt like things would have just been better if he ended it right here, right there on the farm. So,
and that's exactly what he did. Shane is feed for the cattle, so to speak. He is lying on the floor. He is dead, but he reanimates. But it's not Rick that puts the reanimate at Shane down. It is Carl that puts it down. But like we said, guys, this had to be done for Rick. And it's weird how Rick says Shane wouldn't be able to cope with this, but like Rick at this point, who, in terms of the Zombie Apocalypse world, is more of a shitebag than Shane. Shane's definitely more accustomed to it, in my opinion. But I guess Rick's just off the back of killing Dave and Tony. So is Rick completing this turn to the dark side here? Is this Rick taking his first steps into the dark side as soon as he plunges this knife in?
Well, no, I actually seen a bit of the dark side when Rick kills Dave and Tony.
Do you think Do you think this was like the full turn, or was Dave and Tony the half turn?
Jesus Christ, that's both the same answers. Was this the full turn, or was Dave and Tony the half turn? You basically just
was Dave and Tony the full turn, or was this the full turn?
No, that's not what you say. Was Dave and Tony the half turn, and this was the full turn?
Yeah, no, but then you could turn around and say, well, I think Dave and Tony was the full turn. You don't have to go.
No, I don't think it was a full turn because, I mean, literally Rick kind of had to shoot them in order to save himself because they were going to shoot him.
That was a ridiculous shootout. I don't think we've any fairies planned on that, but you know how they got killed is.
The point was, I think Rick done it in such a cold-blooded fashion. I don't know, I just thought, it's kind of like no nonsense, Rick.
It was.
Then he walks over and he shoots the fat guy.
It was cold-blooded, but you know
time.
what? Like, that's the sort of situation the police would get into.
Well, I do think it was justified.
Well, it was. Absolutely. No, Dave and Tony was justified.
But I think after that is literally Rick's first kill.
Yeah.
And he didn't really show any sort of remorse saying that.
No.
And again, I'm not saying he should be getting down on his hands and knees and crying because... I mean,
Dave! Tony!
They were going to shoot him probably and, take over the farm.
Fat Tony's on this show?
Don't know. You mean this channel?
Yeah, what is this show? The Fog Entertainment show that we bring every day.
Anyway, I think Rick was wrong to kill Shane or stab Shane a little bit because I don't think it was necessarily in self-defense. Rick even says to Shane, like, you don't avoid it. You can't live with this. I mean, I don't think Rick truly believed his life was in danger of ending on this field.
Yeah, well, it'd be actually interesting to see what would have happened though if Shane killed Rick. Like, you wouldn't be able to live with this. What was he suggesting, that Shane would have gone completely insane, or is he suggesting that Shane would have put his magnum in his mouth and pulled the trigger, or what would have happened? What would you think would have honestly happened if Shane killed Rick and he returned to the group and went, I've just murdered the big man? But then again, the herd came in. I
think it would have ate up Shane.
Way more than Rick? How long would it have lasted though? Would he have got to the prison? Or do you think it would have...
Fuck, we don't know what direction to drive in. I mean, that's impossible to tell.
Well, put it this way, right? Say Carol gives the whole speech, here, Daryl, we need to go. I don't trust this guy. What does Shane do to Carol?
I tell him, well, go fuck yourself then.
Go find your own daughter, you stupid bastard.
Yep, and on that note, guys, let us know what you thought down below. Was Rick justified in stabbing Shane? Do you view this as self-defense, or do you think this was like murder?
We'll put it up for a poll and we'll address the comments in a later video. But the next stop on the list was Rick right to capture Randall? So until next time, peace.